In the late 15th century, the kingdoms of Spain, forged in conflict and faith, stood at a crossroads of history.
United under one crown, their ambition turned outward, seeking new paths to the fabled riches of the East. The old routes were controlled by rivals, and the need for a new artery of trade. And into this court of ambition came a man consumed by the horizon, a navigator who believed the world was small. His theories defied the known maps, the known science, the known world. It was a gamble of unprecedented scale. And so, with a royal decree, a new chapter for Spain and for the world.
The royal seal was not enough. Vision had to be forged into timber and iron.
In the shipyards of Palos, a fleet was born from sweat, sawdust, and the relentless barrels of wine, crates of hardtack, and all the provisions for a journey into oblivion were loaded into the hungry hulls.
Beyond muscle and wood, the journey would depend on science, faith, and these instruments of brass and hope.
As the day of departure neared, a quiet anticipation settled over the port.
For every man who signed on for glory, there was a family left behind to pray for his return.
Days bled into weeks. The coastline of Europe vanished, replaced by an endless, unforgiving horizon.
Patience wore thin. Hope, their most valuable ration, began to dwindle with each passing day.
He trusted his calculations, his instruments, and the promise he had made to his queen.
And then, the Atlantic revealed its true power. A storm, born in the heart of the ocean, descended upon the small fleet, threatening to swallow them whole. For nights that felt like eternity of man wooing. And then, after 70 days at sea, a sight that would change the map of the world forever. Land. It was a world untouched by European hands, a vibrant paradise of impossible color and life. They had not found a new route to the east. They had stumbled upon an entire hemisphere. A new world, teeming with life beyond their wildest imaginings. And they were not alone. This world had its own people, its own history, its own soul. The first encounter was one of mutual astonishment. Two branches of the human family, separated by an... And with the discovery of people, came the discovery of wealth.
This single meeting on a forgotten beach would change Spain's destiny and reshape the globe. The journey back was a triumph. The news they carried and the samples they brought ignited a fire in the heart of Spain.
Gold, silver, and exotic goods began to flow back across the Atlantic in a steady stream.
Cities grew, armies swelled, and the authority of the Spanish crown extended across the ocean.
Ambition, risk, and belief had been rewarded beyond anyone's wildest dreams. Spain.
But the true test of empire, its endurance and its legacy, was yet to come.
The innocent are broken. The empire rises, casting shadows long and cold. In the late 15th century, the Iberian Peninsula was forged in the fire of the Reconquista. At its head were the Catholic monarchs, Queen Isabella I of Castile and King Ferdinand of Aragon. Their victory at Granada had ended centuries of Moorish rule. Now, their gaze turned outward, towards the unknown.
Beyond these lands lies a route to the Indies, Your Majesty. A route that will bring untold wealth to the crown.
And into their court came a man with a radical idea. A Genoese navigator named Christopher Columbus.
Your Majesty, the Earth is smaller than the scholars believe. The Indies, Cathay, within reach. They are within...
Send me west, Your Grace, and I swear by the Holy Mother, we will find the Spice Isles and spread the faith.
He proposed to reach the riches of the East by sailing the West, a theory most considered madness.
And what of the souls that could be won for Christ in these new lands?
Millions, Your Majesty. A new world of converts for the faith and glory for Spain.
It was a gamble of faith and finance. A bet on a single man's vision against the edge of the known world.
With 3 small ships, Columbus sailed into the void. What he found would not be the Indies. For weeks, they saw nothing but water. The crew grew restless, but Columbus's faith...
And then, after 36 days at sea, a cry from the lookout. Land! Land ahoy! I see land! We made it! We actually made it!
Columbus's discovery opened the floodgates. A new generation of adventurers, soldiers, and zealots followed. They were the Conquistadors.
Driven by rumors of a city of gold, Hernán Cortés, with only a few hundred men, marched.
I didn't think there would be so many. What if they attack us? By the saints, look at them!
Fortune favors the bold, and God is with us. With steel, horses is...
Vast territories, rich in silver and gold, were now claimed for Spain. An empire.
The empire was no longer run by the sword alone, but by the pen. From his monastic palace of
Every decision, from the price of silver in Potosí to the appointment of a bishop in Manila, crossed his desk.
The silver from the New World funded Spain's armies, its art, and its endless wars in Europe.
But it was a poisoned chalice. The influx of silver caused rampant inflation, and the cost of maintaining the empire was staggering. Decimus. The Golden Age could not last forever. Challenges mounted from rival powers like England and the Dutch Republic.
The sun was beginning to set on the Spanish Empire.
Though its power would fade, its legacy is embedded in the very fabric of the modern world. In language, religion,
And so, the era concluded, leaving only the stars to witness its passing.
It was an empire built not just on gold, but on a vast transfer of goods, peoples, and ideas, known as the Columbian Exchange. In the late 15th century, the Iberian Peninsula was forged in the fire of the Reconquista.
Tierra! Land! Finally!
We made it! It is beautiful!
Columbus's discovery opened the floodgates. A new generation of adventurers, soldiers, and zealots followed. They were the Conquistadors.
Driven by rumors of a city of gold, Hernán Cortés, with only a few hundred men, marched. With steel, horses, and diseases previously unknown to this land, the Conquistadors shattered the empires of the Aztecs and the Incas. Every decision, from the price of silver in Potosí to the appointment of a bishop in Manila, crossed his desk.
The silver from the New World funded Spain's armies, its art, and its endless wars in Europe.
Though its power would fade,
its legacy is embedded in the very fabric of the modern world. In language, religions. Though its power would fade, its legacy is embedded in the very fabric of the modern world. Though its power would fade, its legacy is embedded in the very fabric of the modern world. Though its power would fade, its legacy is embedded in the very fabric of the modern world.